Hey, what's up everyone? I am doing a quick video about movement class, our very first one, which I'm very excited about. As you guys might have heard, we're going to start a Sunday class called Movement. And what we're going to do is just explore a lot of different stuff, like my video on Facebook was yesterday, or talked about yesterday. I apologize for the selfie cam. Everyone's left, and I was like, I need to do a video about class tomorrow. Because I think it will help class run smoother if I review everything first. So please watch this video if you're coming to class tomorrow, because it'll help things run smoother. Because it's going to be a fun, exciting class, but it's going to be like herding cattle a little bit. So I'm going to try to keep you guys on point here. So class tomorrow, I will post this in a second as well. But first thing we're going to do, it's going to be an hour-and-a-half class. First 45 minutes, I actually have this written on the board, so pardon me. First 45 minutes is going to be some bachata dancing. So I don't know if you can see that on the whiteboard. I'm trying to figure this out here. There's the whiteboard. So we're going to do bachata dancing with my buddy Mike is going to come in with his dance partner Jennifer. And they are going to teach us how to dance bachata. So we're going to learn how to dance. So I know it seems funny, but it's movement. And we're going to work laterally. We're going to move our hips. If you guys don't know what bachata is, you can check out Mike's site, rfdance.com. Make sure I got that right. Yes, it's on the board here too. Nice. So Rhythmic Fusion, rfdance.com. You can check out Mike and what he's doing. He used to be a member of the gym, so a lot of guys remember him. Awesome instructor, one of the best instructors I've known or been around. His energy and his love for what he does is, you'll see, he expresses it very well. And he's just like the best dancer ever. So we should all be more like Mike. So anyway, that's gonna be the first 45 minutes of class. And that's what we're gonna do. He's gonna come in, teach us the basics of bachata, have some fun. Maybe we'll break into groups, but at 45 minutes, we'll be that. And then we're gonna take 15 minutes to reset, and then we're gonna get into airplane going by. Then we're gonna get into a 30-minute AMRAP. Let me go back to the whiteboard. It's on the whiteboard here. So 30-minute AMRAP. We're gonna do some Prowler pushes. And next we're gonna do some ring transitions. And then we're gonna do some plate overhead carries, and we're gonna really talk about positioning on that because we had it pretty recently and everyone got destroyed with it. So let's see what that mobility is like. Everything we're gonna do is gonna be steady state, and everything's gonna be slow. We're not gonna run through these prowlers, we're not gonna run through these overhead. Everything's gonna be distance, although the rings will be for time, and it's gonna be, the goal is going to be to burn, like I talked about. We're going to do that time under tension. Is going to be the key to the day. And we're going to be very conservative with the weights we use, because this AMRAP will be repeated at the end of every Sunday for the next 4 to 6 weeks. I'm going to kind of feel it out. And each week I'm going to ask you to add weight or add distance. So it's going to get harder. So like I said, we'll be conservative. But let me take you through those movements real quick. So again, sorry for selfie cam, but first thing is going to be a Prowler push. This is the Prowler we are going to push. So we're going to push at a distance. Let's see if I can, let's see, how am I going to do this? Anyway, this is going to be our Prowler push. I'll just try and do it this way. Nice, that works. Let's go like this. So I'm pushing that Prowler. We're going to walk. We're gonna go a good distance down, and then we're gonna walk that Prowler back. Your legs will burn, and that will be the goal. And it will be walking, it will be far, and this is all not gonna be rushed. This 30-minute AMRAP, but we are gonna walk back into the box. You're gonna head over to the rings. On the rings, you will do 1 minute on the clock of ring transitions. So, ring transitions. You're gonna stay tight. Thumb knuckles are gonna stay in your body. You're gonna fall. Let's see if I don't lose you guys here. You're gonna fall into a false grip. Lean back. Oh, I can't really see me anymore, but that's okay. and then we're gonna roll through these transitions. We're gonna do this for a minute. I'll do a few right now. Lean back, pull through. I'm gonna scoot forward a little bit so you can see my hands on the back side. We're gonna lean back, maintain this grip on my body, let those wrists bend, fall back. Nice, kind of falling back into like a Japanese style sit, so anybody can do this, but I will tell you this, after a minute of those, your biceps, your shoulders, your chest is fire. Everything's on fire. So we're gonna go from a little leg fire into a little upper body fire. And if you guys aren't using rings in your practice right now, I know most of you guys would come to Vibe. Of course you are, but more rings the better. And a lot of weakness we find is when people go to do muscle ups, or is when they go to transition, they tend to fail. So grooving this movement here is gonna really set us up to be comfortable rolling through those rings. But like I said, if your goal is not to get a muscle up, this is a great tool anyway. You've been doing bicep curls, bench press at the gym, try holding this for a minute. You'll be pleasantly surprised how much it burns. So that'll be that right after the Prowler. And again, everything's not gonna be rushed. Just when you know you can do an unbroken set of something is when you're gonna go. We're not gonna rush through this stuff. And then lastly, we're gonna grab a plate, and I pretend I have a plate in my hand. We're gonna go back outside, we're gonna lock out our arms, and we're gonna walk, 2 hands, with a plate overhead. It's gonna be walking for a good distance. And as you guys know, this burns like crazy. So especially if you have tight shoulders, tight biceps, you can't straighten out your arms, like you're gonna be effed. But maybe we'll go a little lighter. We'll make sure extending those arms, finding that range of motion, and deal with it. And remember, we're gonna repeat this AMRAP for a few weeks so we can get stronger in these positions, more mobile in these positions, kind of learn how to deal with that burn. So like I said, we can kind of tap into it a little bit. So that's gonna be tomorrow's class. I'm super excited to have Mike come in. We're gonna learn how to dance a little bit. I definitely need work on that, so I'm excited about that, being a white guy with my rhythm. So I'm stoked. So hope you all can make it. I hope it's a huge class. We only got 2 Prowlers, but that's gonna be plenty because you're not gonna be rushing through that AMRAP. You might get 5 rounds of each thing, would be ideal. And like I said, we're not looking to like crush anyone or push it, but we're just looking to like get an experience. And like I said, if you're not familiar with the rings, get comfortable with the rings. If you never used the Prowler, we're gonna use that a lot more in this class. That does not get enough play. And like I said, stuff like the plate overhead carries, we know how that is because we do them here and there, so it's a nasty experience. So anyway, see you guys tomorrow. Again, class 8:30 to 10 o'clock on Sundays. If you have any questions, reply here. I'll be on social media and following up with you guys. I will say tomorrow, it's also OC marathon, marathon, and it runs by here in Red Hill. So maybe like leave a few minutes early because you might get detoured. I will get to the gym early and figure out what way you need to get to the gym, and I will probably post that at like 8 o'clock and just say, hey, guys coming to movement class, take this way because I'm sure they block off Red Hill. You might not be able to come from a certain direction to do that. You might have to kind of go down and around and back up and stuff like that. So anyway, enough conversation. I'll see you tomorrow.